Good evening folks, welcome back to another video and another week of training. So it is 40 days to go until the London Marathon. I am just about to head out on tonight's workout after wrapping up today's work, and this evening it is a fartlek session. So 1.6 kilometers to warm up, followed by 8k at fartlek pace, or not pace, but a fartlek session, and then 1.6 kilometers easy. So for tonight's workout, it's just going at varying speeds throughout the workout. So maybe sprinting for 100 meters, followed by reducing my speed for 200 meters, going again for a K, reducing the speed again, whatever it is, just kind of having a bit of fun with the session. So that's the plan this evening. I'm still pretty tired post weekend at the Country Music Festival, C2C. If you haven't heard of it, it is a 3-day weekend at the O2 of just pure country music from like 10:30 in the morning till 11 p.m. at night. It's absolutely unbelievable if you're a country music fan. So I spent the last 3 days there, so my feet and legs are pretty sore, as you can imagine, and a little bit worse for wear with all the other drinking as well. So this little thing, if you're not doing this yet, post-run and pre-run, a lacrosse ball in the freezer to then massage on the bottom of your foot. I tend to get a lot of pain and tension in those areas because I've got flat feet, so that probably has a bit of an impact in terms of my running and how I land on my feet, etc. But using this after having it in the freezer is just absolutely incredible. So would definitely recommend that if you're not already doing it.
Also tonight, continuing to breaking these bad boys, which I managed to use for the first time on the weekend in an easy 5k, but they felt absolutely incredible. The difference a new pair of shoes makes in terms of the impact is just so good. So yeah, gonna keep breaking these in over the next few weeks, and hopefully they'll be all ready to go come race day.
First run of the week complete, 11.24 kilometers, a 5:20 average pace for both the warm-up, cool down and the fartlek session, so just under an hour in total. And one thing I was just looking at on my watch was actually the race predictor in terms of my marathon time currently and what it's saying. So at the moment, it's got me at a 3 hour, 37 minute and 52 second marathon, which would be far exceeding my expectations and what I'm training for. But that's interesting to see that it's saying my half is at a 1:39, which my best recently was a 1:41. So yeah, super interesting stats. I'm not gonna go off that and try and run the marathon at a 3:37 marathon, whatever pace that would be. That would probably be around the 5 minutes something kilometer pace, but really interesting to see, and clearly training is paying off because I'm pretty sure I took a screenshot, I'll try and find it on my phone, of what my marathon prediction was at the start of this prep. So hopefully I can find that, because that'll be really interesting to compare now after however many weeks training it's been. But yes, that is tonight's workout done. Gonna have a shower now and then a bit of dinner. Afternoon, just out for today's easy 9k. I was meant to do it this morning, but slept horrendously last night. Had like 10 minutes of restorative sleep, so felt like shit this morning. Worked through lunch and just popped out a little bit earlier post work to get this in. So 9k at a zone 2 pace, and then gonna head to the gym this evening. But I'm feeling pretty tired. I don't know what's going on with my sleep at the moment. Friday evening, we are back in God's country. I'm home for the weekend in Swansea to watch the Swansea v Cardiff derby, South Wales derby tomorrow. But first things first, got a 12.8 kilometre run to get in at marathon pace. So I'm currently just over 2k in, going a bit quicker than I should be. I'm gonna put the phone away in a minute to concentrate on my breathing, but yeah, so far feeling good.
at this pace, so, and it's not a bad place to run either. Look at that. Like I said before, 100% my favourite place to run. Doesn't get better than that. Okay, that is tonight's run complete. 12.8k, 5:13 kilometre pace, 1 hour 6 minutes 50 seconds, and it takes weekly mileage to 33k.
Sunday, the 17th of March. It is the longest run so far of London Marathon prep. Today it is 32.2 kilometers, so just over 20 miles, I believe that is. And the run itself, I'm going to really use it as a chance to test out using some gels, because up to this point I really haven't done much with the gel side of things. I've just taken 1, 2 at the most on some of the longer runs, whereas today I really want to kind of just test out what I'll be doing come marathon day. So looking online, I need about 60 to 90 grams of carbohydrates per hour for my body weight. Plan is to use these Science and Sport Beta Fuel gels. That's what I'm planning on using for the run. For the marathon, I mean. So gonna test them out today. They've got 40 grams of carbs per gel, 2 of them an hour, and just see if I have any stomach issues at all. Hopefully I don't, and just practice using them at certain stages of the run. So that way I get used to it, and also my body gets used to it as well. I've also got another gel, which is from Science and Sport, but it has caffeine and nootropics in it. I can only consume 1 of these a day, and I'm probably doing the marathon use that at the 30k mark, whereas today, when I get about to the half marathon stage, I'll take it then and just, again, see if it has any impact on my gut, anything like that. Test it all out today and just start to get in that mindset of what the marathon is going to feel like. As for the run itself, it is 32.2 kilometers, as I said. I'm going to try and hold a 6-minute kilometer pace. That's what the plan says. And for me, that should be in the zone 2 mark for this run. Nice and easy kind of pace. Get the miles on the feet, and if I've calculated my plan correctly, it should be over 70 kilometers for the week total mileage, which is the most I would have done, but I think next week is the peak of training. It's definitely my longest run next week, so that kind of makes sense. And just gonna see how it goes. It's gonna be around Richmond Park, which has a little bit of elevation. See how that goes on the legs, but yeah, gonna go get out and get this run done. Okay folks, that is this weekend's 20-mile workout complete. So a 5:52 kilometer average, 3 hours 9 minutes, and an average heart rate of 144 beats per minute. A little bit of elevation as well of 151 meters, and overall a good run. It Obviously felt hard. I think any run at that distance is going to feel hard, but breathing wise felt fine. I was talking throughout. The gels certainly helped. I did feel at times I got just a bit gassy. I was burping a little bit, so I'm not sure how they settled in my stomach. Probably not the best. So I might, for next week's run, just test out some other gels and see if they are slightly better. But overall, they weren't too bad, especially the nootropics and caffeine one that really kicked in towards the end, which was great. So maybe I'll keep that one in and then substitute the other gels for something else. If I can find something with a bit more natural ingredients that might not upset my stomach as much. That's what I'm thinking with that. I'm now rehydrating with some liquid IV to get all that salt back in me because I'm just covered in it right now. That is now 35 days to go until the London Marathon. I've got 2 more big runs. Next weekend is 35k, and then the weekend after is 32 again, and then it starts the taper. So 2 more big runs to go. They will be at the same pace as today, and then the final run before London is a 19k at marathon pace run. I think that run will let me know how I'm feeling and what kind of shape I'm in. But overall, good workout today. I'm chuffed I got it done. Richmond, I've said in the past, can be a tough place to run with some of those hills, but hopefully those hills will pay dividends come race day, because I don't think the course is going to be as hilly as that. It may still be, I need to check that, but overall some of those hills, which one of them goes on for at least 1 kilometre uphill, and you certainly feel it. So good day of training, good week of training. It takes it to over 70k for the week, which I think is my biggest week of training ever. And touch wood, body's feeling okay, and then gonna stretch this evening, have some food, and then we go again next week. We do it all again next week.